When you hear Max Mara, most people picture the coat. That camel wrap tied at the waist is practically an icon. But here's the truth: Max Mara isn't really about one piece, it's about a system. A way of dressing that feels restrained, timeless, almost architectural. And once you understand it, you realize you don't need the price tag to capture the effect. Today, we're breaking down Max Mara's hidden codes: the mindset, the proportions, the textures, even the psychology. And I'll show you exactly how to translate them into your own wardrobe. So, without further ado, let's dive in. Max Mara isn't just fashion, it's a philosophy. The philosophy is restraint. Everything is edited. No screaming logos, no chaotic prints, no unnecessary hardware. Silence is the statement. It's polish without excess comfort. The clothes aren't slouchy. They're structured enough to hold presence, but never stiff. And finally, time over trend. A Max Mara coat from the 1980s still looks right today. That's intentional. The brand isn't chasing, it's setting its own pace. And here's a practical application tip. Before you walk out of the door, edit. Take one thing off: a necklace, an extra scarf, a bag with too much hardware. If the outfit feels calm, it feels expensive. More than anything, Max Mara is silhouette. Proportion is their secret language. Coats are long, mid calf, straight, or wrap cut. They skim, they don't cling. Shoulders are strong but not exaggerated. Trousers? High waisted with a pressed crease. Straight or wide leg designed to create verticality like architectural columns. And the tops are slim and sleek. Think turtlenecks, blouses, lightweight knits, always able to tuck so that the line stays clean. It's not about decoration, it's construction. Here's a practical application tip. When you style yourself, ask, where's the structure and where is the softness? A tailored trouser anchors while a knit eases. Balance those two, and you've got quiet power. Additionally, for petite frames, keep layers proportional. Try cropped blazer for balance. For taller frames, emphasize vertical lines with long coats or straight trousers. Mix flowing pieces with structured ones for that signature effortless balance. The belt is one of Max Mara's quiet weapons. That self tie belt on the camel coat, it defines shape without breaking flow. It adds polish and reins in volume. You'll see wide leather belts as well, cinching knits, blouses, even outerwear. It's structure but subtle. And here's the secret: it doesn't need to be Max Mara. Even a Zara or thrifted coat transforms when you belt it with intention. Here's a practical application tip: don't just wear the coat, style the coat. Double belt oversized blazers to create instant structure. Even budget pieces look elevated when belted with intention. And don't hesitate to look at your local thrift store or vintage flea market for some really beautiful, worn, buttery leather belts. The real luxury of Max Mara is fabric. That's what makes a $3,000 coat feel like it floats. But you can approximate the effect if you shop smart. Look for wool blends. Even 70% wool gives weight and drape that polyester can't fake. Pair matte wool with a glossy silk or soft knits with crisp cotton. That contrast is what gives depth. Shoes and bags? Always leather, smooth, with little to no hardware. The material speaks louder than decoration. Here's a practical tip: always check the fabric tag. Natural fibers, even thrifted, instantly elevate your outfit. Layering is Max Mara's quietest superpower. It's never about adding more clothes, it's about adding refinement through depth. A blazer under a coat, a turtleneck under a dress, monochrome layering, camel on camel, or gray on gray. The richness comes from texture, not new colors. And proportions matter. Each layer slightly longer than the last. That creates flow instead of bulk. Here's a practical tip: when layering, don't think more warmth, think more intention. Each layer should add depth, not distraction. In Max Mara, accessories aren't the fun, they're the discipline. Bags are structured, mid size, usually in leather. Shoes are sleek, loafers, block heels, clean boots. Jewelry is minimal: one cuff, one hoop, one watch. They don't compete with the outfit, they punctuate it. Here's a practical tip: edit your accessories like punctuation. One bag, one shoe, one piece of jewelry. Too much, and the sentence loses its clarity. At first glance, Ralph Lauren and Max Mara look similar. Both are classic, both use timeless pieces, but they tell completely different stories. Ralph Lauren is heritage: worn tweed, denim, leather with history. It's about romance, nostalgia, the dream of an old world lifestyle. Max Mara is polish, urbanity, precision. The clothes don't look weathered, they look controlled. So if Ralph Lauren is about the past, Max Mara is about the present. One whispers memory, the other whispers discipline. The secret of Max Mara isn't the camel coat, it's the restraint behind it. Silhouette, proportion, fabric, restraint. The belt tied just right. The layering that adds refinement. The silence that makes a statement. You don't need to spend thousands to capture that. You just need the mindset: calm, precise, intentional. Because in the end, Max Mara isn't really about clothes, it's about presence. Here are some final practical takeaways for your wardrobe. Number one, curate your core pieces. Identify 5 to 7 wardrobe anchors: a camel coat, wool blazer, tailored trousers, silk blouse, turtleneck, and structured bag. These don't need to be Max Mara, they just need to have the same elements such as proportion, quality, and timelessness. Number two, think in stories, not outfits. Each time you dress, imagine the narrative: coffee date, gallery opening, work meeting. Layer for the scene, not for the trend. Outerwear, textures, accessories are all a part of the story. Number three, texture is your secret weapon. Mix matte wool with glossy silk, soft cashmere with structured leather. Texture change adds depth, even when your color palette is neutral. Don't be afraid to combine unexpected textures for subtle contrast. Number four, monochrome as a signature move. Head to toe camel, cream, reds, or gray immediately signals refinement. Change the texture of each layer: a knit, a wool coat, leather boots, for visual interest. Number five, accessories are story anchors. Each accessory should serve the outfit: one pair of shoes, one bag, one piece of jewelry. Use watches, gloves, scarves as accents that enhance the story of the look. but use them extremely sparingly. So, are you ready to bring Max Mara level refinement into your own wardrobe? Subscribe for more deep dives and fashion psychology breakdowns. Comment down below which look speaks to you more, polished urban Max Mara or heritage inspired Ralph Lauren. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and save this video for your next closet refresh, because dressing with intention is the ultimate luxury. Thank you so much for sticking around for the entirety of this video. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!